Take love.
Hello. It's your main man, Sean Something to Write to Lewis. Sitting across from me is Mr. Cool, the Black John Travolta himself, Frederick Miles. To my right, yet again, my boy Alex has reappeared on the scene, and we got a new cat today. Introduce him, Fred.
This is Etano, but did you know Jones,
aka Cyborg. And that's my son Cash in the background yelling for mama. Anyway, so today is a different kind of day, man. Today is going to be Fred's last podcast, so and the other guys couldn't make it, so I found it only right to go out with our kind of mine and Fred's inner circle. You know, Armando and Josh are descendants of me, you know. But I mean, they're friends. They're good friends.
They're you know, they make the podcast the whole it wasn't even clean world go round. Don't get it wrong. They're very important, very vital members of the crew.
Also very busy men, which is why they could not be here today. So today we brought two very close friends to me and Fred. So, you know, here we are. So today, Fred, you have been with me for 12 episodes.
I have.
We've been doing this thing. I've enjoyed the fuck out of it. You're very humorous, and I love your shirt.
Thank you.
So
love your shirt too.
You've always got the fanciest shirts.
Just a quick explanation.
you guys say hello. What's going on?
Booyah.
Booyah.
Go ahead.
Just a quick explanation as to what's going on. As you know, this show is about it was about life in general, and
a lot of times comic books, because that's life to me and Fred.
Right.
Comics is bae.
But
Comics
comic book,
big.
life in general, and today it just so happens that life in general just caught up with me. I just I don't have the time due to work and family and things of that nature. So
Trump.
Jacking off.
So with that being said, I'm gonna have to step away from the mic. In no way, shape, or form is this permanent.
No, not at all.
Not if I end him.
This isn't permanent. Well, hopefully. But I will be back on guest episodes. I will be dropping in every now and again. To the guys who will be doing the cast, who will be continuing this movement, they have my full support and all my best wishes. I just want to take the time out to thank my man here, Sean, for presenting me with the opportunity to express myself.
Man, it's been a quite unsuccessful, most enjoyable ride, if I do say so myself.
Right, like a Symbian, bro.
I mean unsuccessful as in, I guess we have had success within the last week, guys. We've jumped from maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 listeners in a week to we have 23 listeners from the last episode up.
Wow.
So that's a big
pretty good,
deal.
man.
You know, I don't know, man. I've enjoyed the fuck out of it, bro. And like I said, you can come fucking be a reoccurring guest as much as possible. Can I say something though?
Go ahead.
I had a fucking totally better idea of how we should have did this. We should have fucking that was my wife cracking up in the background. We should have started the cast off with your fucking speech, then played the music, cue episode.
That would
have been fucking
that would
art.
have been great.
I would have enjoyed it. Or capped it off with
Then
a
why
nice
don't you
little...
end this?
Is this going
Only
in our
4
blooper
minutes. You
reel?
can delete on SoundCloud later and we start over.
Because we're just going to fucking run. We're going to keep
Right.
going. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
So guys, as you hear, this is life. You know, you
this is a blooper reel.
figure out ways to do stuff better.
It's
up.
already official now.
So it's official.
Yeah.
My boy Fred, man, I'll miss you.
That moment,
But guest starring with him is going to be hella fun.
that moment I hop in with the hello.
You can't ever go back.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
hello, hello, hello is magic words to
Hello.
the world of
Is it me you're looking for?
to the world of underground podcasting, man. That's is that what we are? We like an underground podcast.
I guess we
like
could
that.
be
I
underground.
like that.
Underground
Oh, yeah.
podcast world right here is what
We just
do.
need some shovels, guys. So I mean, if you wanna, send some love to your friends.
Oh my god, though, but guys, like, if we're underground, he could definitely, while you're Batman, he's Killer Croc.
Oh shit.
You would be a killer croc.
Like, he
Fred.
looks like the. I'm joking with
What? No.
you. He looks like
No, you would be- yeah.
big guy
You would
with
be Killer Croc.
You would be the thing.
awkwardness.
You could be the thing.
I'd be the thing that's.
But the thing is,
I
a
don't
white
even know
guy.
if that's words.
You could be the Hulk.
Did you just say that?
No, he would be Killer Croc, dude.
just
You
fist.
only see Killer Croc with
Yeah.
Fred.
Putting the fist.
Is
on.
that who Fred would be as a villain?
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
what we're
dude.
given?
Absolutely.
We as friends,
It's because
really,
he's just.
I always up you, dude. I suck your dick.
Right, he does.
These two like to shortchange us because Tony swears them. When we talk about
Hold
who
on.
we are, and
Wait.
hold on, let me get
This
this
nigga
out.
just said I
Let me get
shortchanged
this
him.
out. Whenever we talk about who we are in the Justice League, we're always sucking it up, man.
Yeah.
You're Batman. No, you're this. You're that. You know, we get with Tony. He's like, man, you're Robin.
Yeah, so hold on.
You're not
When
even
we
Damian Wayne, Robin. You're fucking Jason.
I gave,
Todd.
I gave
Jason
him.
Todd.
But no,
Let that
see,
crowbar
I
taste,
gave
bitch.
him my honest opinion on Justice League, and I said, Sean, if I had to give you anybody, I had to give you Green Lantern,
I can't even.
which
fuck
are
with this.
you're creative, you have heart, but you also funny. Superman. I mean, when you look at him, he's too emotional. Sean, you got some emotion, but you're not like that. Batman, you smile way more than Batman does.
You're smiling right now.
Exactly. And not to say you wouldn't
I
make a
just
good
feel,
Batman,
man,
or you
out
would a
of-
great Batman.
I just feel out of our group, man. I would be the bat out of our group.
All right, listeners.
I don't
if you
feel
want to reply
the
to this,
loner.
please let us say from this who you think Sean would be.
What do you think, Alex?
Who do I think you would be?
Yeah, because I'm very mad now. So, what do you think?
He could even be Adam.
Don't nobody want to be
I
the
think
fucking
with,
Adam.
with
Why-
the way you
why?
run in your
He's
mouth, you could probably be the
unstoppable.
Flash.
I could see the Flash, and I would
But
accept the
Alex is the
Flash.
Flash.
Yeah, that's acceptable. That's
'Cause I come really quick.
Respectable.
Average.
Fred, what do you bestow upon
I've
me?
already told you numerous times.
Just say it on the
You know,
cast.
I want to say it on
Backhand,
the
you'll
cast. I want
suck
to
a
say it
dick
on
ass.
on the cast, but I've told you numerous times. You're my bat.
So Fred's
You
my
are
real
my
friend. Okay.
Hey, real friends, guys, are honest.
You're right.
Just-
Yeah. I was like, dude, you're real friends. It's
They
like-
don't suck dick and put it up the butthole, okay?
They give you a nice reach around.
All right. So who do we think Alex is?
Like, honestly, two people. One of two people. The Flash or Aquaman.
I see Aquaman.
Why Aquaman?
What does it for me with Aquaman? It really is not, because I feel we should only base this off of personality.
Right.
And you're not Aquaman personality. It's the
I'm-
hair. And
It's the facial
goatee.
look right now. It's
I see
staff
Aquaman.
that, yeah.
That's the thing. But you could also pull the Green Arrow because he too rocks
Yeah.
the.
But he's not as serious as Green
But
Arrow
see,
is
I
all
could
the
see
time.
myself as Alex
I'm not
is
anywhere
very.
near
But I
as
gave
serious
you
as
Green
Aquaman
Arrow.
either.
See, but that's the thing about it, though. Like, I'm having a hard time envisioning Alex as a hero. That's my problem.
Well,
Brainiac.
yeah, that-
As a
Like,
villain, I would
okay.
give him Brainiac.
And so I'm going to
Look.
say this.
Dark side till I die, man. Like,
Hold on. I'm going to say this as this. With me being your bat, I'm telling Alex is the Joker.
That's what I'm saying.
Straight up.
There you go. That
I
is
mean, if you
that's
had
my
to go
Joker.
off of it, yeah.
That's how it plays.
That's my Joker.
Wait, hold on. So if Sean's Batman,
Or
he's
he could
Killer
be
Croc,
my
he's
wa-
Joker, who am I?
out of a villain.
Out of Batman's villain.
Hold on, real quick. Interference from the wife. My wife says Alex is also Loki,
that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
fun.
In Marvel
Definitely.
Universe, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
which sucks because I
Absolutely.
hate Loki. I think he's fucking trash. So,
But I can also
I
see
do like
I can
the
also
cause
see
trouble.
him as Ultron as well.
who would you
I
be as a
can't-
villain? I could see you as a Brainiac. You're very controlling,
What?
like mentally. I just feel you are. I can see you
I
as
can
Brainiac.
see you as an Ultron.
See, I was thinking
You
like
can see an
Deathstroke.
Ultron?
Like,
I can see an Ultron.
you know, I
in
like
there.
to work by
How's
myself.
it feel to get?
Floyd
How's
Lawton?
it feel to get shortchanged on who you'd rather
But
be?
Brainiac is way better than
He is, but
Deathstroke.
still, I
Like,
wouldn't want to be the way better. I'd want to be Batman. Bottom line, I don't want to be anybody else. Fuck anybody else.
But it also makes sense. I mean, when you look at it, Brainiac
What about that
knows
dark side?
everything
though?
about everybody, right?
Okay.
From my readings, I know a lot about y'all. I know everything. I know a lot about the specific people that y'all are. So I guess in a sense, if you want to go off of just that logic right there, okay, I'm Brainiac. But
You
if I
see,
wanted
we
to,
based it off of personality. That's
Personality.
how I feel.
I smile more than Brainiac does.
It's not about fucking smiling, man. It's about your mental state.
What
and
is
within.
what is also what you're the
It's
comedian
about
now?
it's about what you stand for
But I'm
and
about
who you are
I
as a
feel I'd
person.
be Rorschach if we're talking Watchmen.
That would be dope. Like,
I honestly feel like Alex would be Rorschach.
Yeah. I think you would be
I'm giving
Owlman.
him the comedian.
I'm
You're
giving him
giving
Owlman.
Alex.
I'm giving Alex the
would kill
comedian.
Yeah, he would. He
I'm
would.
giving Alex the comedian.
Who would give it him?
I'm
Beat
giving
him
you
to death with a
Rorschach.
crowbar.
Anyway, y'all.
I'm giving you
Because you
Rorschach
are
and
like-
him the comedian.
So, Spider-Man just dropped. We have no money to see it. Alex has money. He's a fucking
Right.
baller. Works for Robert.
He ain't got
He has
kids,
that-
y'all.
Yeah,
He ain't got
he
kids.
doesn't have.
He has a
children.
dog. That's it.
It's no.
Hey,
It's not that Alex
ladies,
is
if you want to come
balling.
pet my puppy, you have to be at least drinking age.
That's it. It's not
Which
that Alex.
apparently in some countries is still 16.
It's not
21
that
or
Alex.
older.
I don't support that.
It's
No one
not
does.
that Alex is balling because I'm almost certain that we all make more an hour than he does.
He just has more time to
but,
save
but
it.
the thing is like he has more ability to save. Now
Right.
back to a Homecoming.
So, I've been hearing amazing things.
I've been hearing
About
mixed
the
signals
film.
on it.
I've been hearing fantastic things.
That's what I'm saying. I've been hearing spectacular.
Yeah. I don't know what you've been hearing. I mean, I've been hearing.
Now I've been hearing some things.
Ratings.
I've been hearing as far as ratings go, great movie, great all around. You know, Tom Holland is and will ever always forever be Spider-Man. He is Peter
Even-
Parker. He is the man right now. But I've also heard some statistical issues with Homecoming. 73% since the movie's come out, people just have not gone to go see it. They rushed on it opening night, became Marvel's #1 movie. But since then, that drop
See, I
for
haven't
Marvel
heard.
and for Sony is a problem.
I haven't heard this at all. This is not anything that I
Yeah.
don't. I haven't heard shit negative.
I
Who was
heard
the
thing.
second Peter Parker Spider-Man?
Andrew Garfield.
I was actually a fan of Andrew
I
Garfield.
was too.
I
The
hated
writing-
Andrew
The
Garfield.
writing was horrible.
Yeah, that was his problem.
Hated
But
Andrew Garfield.
it was his voice, the way
Mhm.
that he was. I could see him as like
Like
nice young adult, maturing
Right.
Peter Parker.
He
know what
played
I'm
a
saying?
better.
Andrew Garfield had one good scene in that entire.
I
Run of
completely
movies.
disagree.
I do too. I do because when you look at Tobey Maguire and his Spider-Man, again, you look at the writing and the writing is an issue. We
Now,
all know
Look,
that.
my thing
Now,
is,
but-
check this out.
That's who.
I feel Tom Holland is in a lane of his own. See,
Right.
people always bring up the other Spider-Man when mentioning this kid, but whenever I saw this kid
Excuse
first
me.
on Civil War, I thought he was completely different.
Mhm.
He is Spider-Man.
Well, see,
This kid is the
He's the next
now
generation of
until
Avengers.
now I'm gonna disagree on that
take
note.
that from me.
Now now I'm not gonna completely disagree because until I see
Until Tool.
Tom-
You got
Un-
Tool.
Oh, I love that band.
until
Oh, they're coming out with a new album too. Check it out.
I
Plug
listen
your-
to
we'll
Tool.
definitely get some music out.
so first things first, fuck you guys. But until I see the movie,
Proper English.
See, he's just talking about dick now. He wants to say "fuck you guys." Talk
Go
about
ahead.
so
Go ahead with it, bro. Go ahead.
until I see the movie, I can't hats off to Tom Holland. Not
Now-
quite yet.
Did
Now,
you
who's
not
seen the
see
Amazing
him-
Spider-Man? Who's seen the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon? Anybody seen it? The Sinister
We all-
Six and
yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
When you look at him, and they were trying to talk to that Spider-Man about leading the next Avengers. Once everybody was like, "Okay, I'm throwing my hat off," everyone finally died. That's why I see Tom Holland as taking up that lantern because of what I saw in Civil War. His 5
Lantern,
minutes.
you can't do that. It has to be taking up that mantle.
Taking up that torch. Sorry, taking up that
You
torch
can't-
because
you can't cross
these fanboys are. We all know Marvel's
genetics
better.
of things.
Sorry,
You can't
but
mix semen.
when he takes up that torch from Iron Man, from Cap, from Thor, I see him as leading the next generation of Avengers. I do.
But-
I'm sorry.
Just a quick note, after this Infinity War movie, Spider-Man's out of the Marvel universe.
And that's what I hate. I hate that so much.
You know what really grinds my gears?
So he,
What, Peter?
Okay, so that's funny because the glasses. Anyway,
no, because the grinding of the gears.
Yeah, completely
Peter Parker is what I was thinking. But anyway, so the original Spider-Man movies, right? Tobey Maguire. I hated how they just, killed off everybody, got everything all wrong. Like the very first line of the movie is something like he's talking about Mary Jane, and he's like, "Oh, been in love with her since I was a little kid. It's like, well, no, he didn't meet her until after Gwen Stacy died.
Mm-hmm.
But Doc Ock, who dies in the fucking second one, goes off to fucking start the Sinister Six. Yeah, he goes off to start the Sinister Six. See, karma's a bitch. Venom, which is one of his biggest villains. Fucking Green Goblin, of course.
I loved that Green Goblin.
Oh, dude, that Green
But
Goblin
it wasn't
was
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, that was
We're
they-
not so different, you and I.
But they
loved it.
killed
Right.
him. Why?
And
I
they
don't
used
know.
the wrong one because Osborn is Hobgoblin, not.
No, he's not.
No.
Norman
Who's
Osborn is Green Goblin.
Norman
No, he's
Osborn
not.
is Green Goblin.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
Look it up.
is.
Look it up.
Fact
Who's
check.
Hobgoblin? Let me see.
No,
Hobgoblin is
Because it's not Harry.
not Norman. No, Harry is Osborn.
Harry is Hobgoblin. Norman
Norman
is
is
Green
Green.
Goblin.
Hold on. We're going to look at.
Anyway, continue with what you're saying.
Or how in that we were just talking about how, they list Harry Osborn as New Goblin.
I disagree, and I hated the way they did Harry in the Amazing Spider-Man films. I hated that Green Goblin period. I hated that whole little thing. I
Actually,
like Jamie
we're all
Foxx.
All right.
What'd you
So,
say?
quick interjection on the Hobgoblin. Roderick Kingsley was the first Hobgoblin, guys.
Who the fuck is Roderick Kingsley?
He appeared in the first Amazing Spider-Man issue number 238.
Facts.
Yep. Created
I
by
like
Roger
that.
Stern and John
Anyway,
Romita Jr.
bottom line, man,
We're talking
Spider-Man.
about Green Goblin, though, not Hobgoblin.
No one knew, like, we kind of, had that idea.
Spider-Man: Homecoming, I feel, is going to be an excellent film. Do you guys agree or disagree?
I agree, man.
I'm
Yeah.
Oh, I
hyped.
absolutely agree.
I've always been a big Spider-Man fan.
Tom Holland. I almost said Hoblin because Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Tom Holland is where it's at and where it's going to be.
Like I said, though, I can't give him that yet. But once I see the film, if I'm impressed, then I'm all on it.
So right now, who is your Spider-Man?
Right
Out
now
of the
it's
two that we've recently had, because I was going to talk, but
Well,
other ones, other movies.
Tobey Maguire.
yes, exactly. As of right now, Maguire. But
You're with Maguire too?
No.
yeah,
Everybody
as of right
hates him.
No.
High five, 1, 2, 3.
I like
Yes,
Tobey.
bitch.
Okay, in my Tobey Maguire, I like Tobey because he looks like the older Spider-Man. The older Spider-Man was a little buff, a little more buff. He wasn't the skinny one that you have, the skinnier one you have now.
He was a good
looked
Peter Parker.
He was. He was an amazing
excellent
Peter Parker.
Peter.
yeah, and that's what I
I
loved
loved
about
that.
it
You know.
is that he was
So
he was
That,
you know,
that was some good Peter.
To me, he's Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield is Spider-Man.
Andrew
Yeah.
Garfield had a good Spidey too.
You know,
he
I
was
like-
he had a lot of
too,
heart
he
as
was
Spider-Man,
way
though.
too sexy to be Peter Parker to me, though.
Yeah, Peter
That
Parker
man
was
was
a little
sexy,
more
and
nerdy.
he's about 30 years old. You know,
Spider-Man to me, he needs sarcasm, witty remarks, lame comebacks.
And Andrew Garfield kind of had those.
He's gonna kick your ass the whole time while
Right.
he's saying all this.
Yes.
What are you gonna do about it?
You know. Speaking of which, we all know who Childish Gambino is, right?
yes.
He's got
He's a
his
rapper.
own. He's bringing Deadpool
Like a candy wrapper?
to FX.
What do you mean he's bringing Deadpool? there?
He's bringing. Since Deadpool's had his cinematic,
Cinematic.
big thing on what's the name? Deadpool 2 comes out next year, guys.
Take on the brain too.
Whatever.
Oh wow, that's
Childish
one that we never
Gambino.
even thought about touching. Deadpool too.
Yeah, Danny Glover.
Well, it's because we ain't got a
He's
trailer
bringing
yet.
Deadpool to FX.
His name is
Ron
Donald
Perlman for
Right.
cable.
What do
And
you mean he's
Ron
bringing? I don't get
Perlman
what
for
he's
president
bringing
in
to.
2020.
He's bringing Deadpool to
Like a
television.
series?
Yeah, he's making Deadpool a series now.
Then
Where'd
why did you
learn-
say that?
Where'd you hear that at?
Actually, no. My wife told me, guys. Living with your wife.
Oh.
She told me.
Did
She's
you
a
read
big.
it on
She's
Facebook?
she's a huge.
Did you read it on Facebook?
Childish
Deadpool.
Gambino bringing Deadpool to television.
I'll say.
But yeah, I don't know when he's coming, guys, but I will update you more whenever I feature on this.
Anyway, man.
Just for the fans,
Or you can Google it, just the way it's
Right.
saying.
Just for the fans throwing it out there. Evan, the executive producer of everything that
She's black.
that is.
Whoa.
Black Lives Matter, guys. Okay, we're a little racialized sometimes, but all lives, Black Lives Matters.
Relax,
not.
Ossifer. Only my clothes
I'm-
are black.
the executive producer
Right.
of It Wasn't Even Clean. That is Tony's other
Speaking
half.
of, too, man, it wasn't even
My
clean
wife.
as the head of our label now, just so you guys know.
Like it on Facebook.
Yes, you can like us on Facebook. That's about where, YouTube, I guess so.
I'll even send you some of my private butt plugs.
Evan, do you want to plug us real quick on where they can find us and all that? Evan is also the host to Sex and Cards, which you guys haven't gotten in a while. We haven't had any sex and played cards in a long time, so you guys will hear us soon.
Yes, there's tons of sex and cards at the same time. Yeah.
Coming on.
What
Anyway,
you need from me?
go ahead and plug
Batman.
everything that they need to
Hit it
know.
with us, Batman.
Hit him with it.
Okay, so you can find the group on Facebook by looking up It Wasn't Even Clean ENT. We are also on Facebook. We are also on SoundCloud under the same name. If you cannot find it under It Wasn't Even Clean, look up Sean something to write to.
I don't think they can find me on there anymore.
Clean with a K.
Some of them still have your name from when you originally started recording some of these podcasts.
Okay, for sure. For sure. Bye, Evan.
Thank you.
She didn't even tell us bye.
So,
So,
after we put my book up, I think I said look back and forth.
that was Evan. Thank you. The fuck's going on in hip hop?
But did you know Jay-Z just dropped his new album last week? I ain't heard it. I heard it's good. I heard it's bad. I heard it's alright. I've just heard different mixed things. I plan on listening to it soon. But that's really what's going on in hip hop right now.
I've actually heard some stuff off of it. I've heard bits and pieces.
I haven't heard a damn thing.
There was this whole controversy about how he pretty much dogged Al Sharpton and basically said that he ain't doing shit for black people.
Yeah.
So that was a big controversial piece for a minute there. And I heard the verse, and he kind of seemed angry at Al Sharpton for whatever reason, because he was taking selfies of himself.
Since we're on the topic of hip hop, man, what are some of y'all's favorite artists of all time? Top 5. Alex, you're in on this too.
Oh shit!
You
Look,
listen
of
to
course,
hip-hop
Alex
at times.
is in on it. He's our secret.
If you had to do a top 5 list of all time MCs,
Biggie, Pac, Ice Cube.
everybody always gives Cube the.
Cube is
Cube,
good,
we
man.
can't have a top 5 list without Cube on it.
Yeah.
Man, look, you guys know I'm just very particular when it comes to MCing. And Cube, he's an MC, but he's not my
Yeah,
top
Ice
5.
Cube is like one of the fathers
Ken-
of fucking gangster rap, man.
He is the father of gangster rap.
Kendrick until this latest album.
This latest album, I'll be honest, to me kind of went very
As I said, this Kendrick until this latest album. But
which Tony's a fan of this newer hip hop.
and really, to tell you the truth, the argument in the hip hop listener community is Kendrick or Cole, and I say Kendrick was winning it until this latest album.
Honestly, I don't think there's a discussion between the two. You're talking about two different styles. That's like trying to talk about M versus Pac. Two different styles.
Kung Fu versus
Kendrick.
Muay Thai.
Kendrick, he puts out stuff that's good. J. Cole, you put out a song, people had to try and figure out who did the song because it was just that good. And then they come to find out it was Cole. Stopped the whole game for a minute and said, wait, all Kendrick did was put out Humble.
Be humble.
Man,
Sit
I'm
down.
telling you.
Neighbors was a lot more deeper than Humble was as a song to me. It had that with the beat. Like Sean said, I like those new rappers. My thing with the new rappers, their beats are a whole lot better now. Not saying that their lyrics are good because Little Uzi Vert, you got talent. I've heard what you can do.
No, he doesn't.
I've heard.
Stop lying to the public.
I've heard his old stuff when he's just sitting around rapping. The stuff you do that's mainstream. I've always been my thought on mainstream. Once a rapper goes mainstream, they lose who they were. Which is why Drake, you my boy, but don't like you no more now.
That's not the case for all rappers, because M is the same person, is the same M now as he was back in '95 in Detroit.
I disagree thoroughly.
You disagree? Go ahead, give it to me. What's
M
up?
grew the fuck up.
Yeah.
He's very much.
I'm talking about
mature.
I'm talking about talent.
I totally agree, dude.
Now I'm not talking about maturity. I'm talking about talent.
He got way the fuck better too.
Yeah.
Way better.
Have you not listened? Have you not truly
If you
listened to
listen
Rap
to
God?
his old shit And it's not even just Rap God. If you listen
Right.
to his old shit, he
Compared
was
to now.
hilarious. He was great. But those were simple bars. Those were bars of a kid compared
Right.
to what he spits
Slim
now.
Shady.
His
Yeah,
ciphers
I'm
he's
Slim
done on
Shady,
BET.
something to real. It was all middle fingers up, spitting in your onion ring. Like,
And then-
cool, that's great.
But you look
Right,
at
now
it,
he's
same
on
words,
some
same
grown
words.
man.
you know, you do No Love,
Right.
you do
You
Monster
had to
with
say
Rihanna.
that.
You know,
Okay.
you do all these new songs on the Matters LP2 or whatever.
Which I
What he's
enjoyed.
doing now and what he was doing then, what he did first, let me get me out there.
And if you truly listen, there's a voice change as he
Mhm.
grows too. He started
His
off on
attitude is
that,
different.
"Hi, my name is," with his little light voice, which has nothing to do with any of it. But he started off with that little light voice, then he goes to that where he's straight rapping. "Till I collapse, I'm spilling these raps."
I love that
Right.
shit.
Then after that, you got that, "The way you shake it, I can't believe it." He did that fucking weird Arabic
Right.
voice
And
for
then
a while.
he was
He
like, you
real
know what,
hard on
that's
the
the old
feels.
me.
And then after that, he got this like
No
echoey
love,
shit
you know.
going on.
So
Where he just doesn't
so
stop
check
as the,
this
in the
out.
MCing.
I
Anyway,
think
do you
that
disagree, Alex?
Relapse
Completely agree.
was the worst Eminem
Am I sucking your
album
cock right now?
ever.
Oh yeah, M said that. M
You think
himself
what
said
was?
that.
Relapse was the worst album he ever did.
But even
Best album he ever did right now?
The LP2.
The Eminem Show, or whatever it's called.
No.
I enjoyed that album.
that's still his number one most sold album.
I understand that. I understand that. But I feel that Curtain Call was better.
Going,
And that,
going. Is that on the Eminem Show?
But I feel that Curtain
that-
Call was better. And the Marshall Mathers LP2 was
Why?
better.
Can I just ask though, why? Why did he do that? As an like, why did you make that?
The fun.
Everybody
But while we're
does.
talking
Why are you
about
questioning it?
but while we're talking about MCs and how they've changed over time, let's look at Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, as you look at Lil Wayne when he first came out and now.
Yes.
Me and Sean have had these conversations.
Yeah, okay,
You know,
yes.
me and Fred have had these conversations. Alex, you know, this will be your first conversation.
Your
Lil
penis
Wayne,
looks
Fireman, you know,
I don't care for Lil Wayne.
I'm me when he did the Leak 6. Those songs were Lil Wayne. When he did, to me, ever since the Carter 3, it's been not I'm trying to stay relevant and just I can still do this.
Well, and if you really go, if you can go back, if you could go back even farther to Hot Boys,
Mm-hmm.
like that was a completely different Wayne then.
Exactly.
But
This-
that's just it.
'cause
To me is I never have been a Wayne fan like
Gretzky fan. You hate hockey.
that. I don't know hockey like that, but I've never been.
Those
I've
are
never been
fucking shows.
a Lil Wayne fan.
I've always had a lot of respect for Lil Wayne because when you listen to his mixtapes, his mix CD, he goes in. And so for those people who like Sean, you can go on some records, right? Just off the top of your head.
I don't know how to rap.
All right, sorry guys. We'll get to that on another podcast though. But there are those MCs
Hashtag,
who
you know
kill
what?
a beat.
Hold on, can I hashtag something real quick?
Yeah.
Hashtag Sean is not a rapper.
Hold on, wait a minute. Time out. No, this is my farewell episode, and we've been talking about your rap ability off. Now, this is
ability?
He's
this
being
is-
modest. Will you shut up?
this is the last opportunity that I'm going to have for a while to slap this in your face. Stop lying to yourself. Stop it.
He's being modest. He's not
You
lying.
know you know you got it. You know you can. You know the ability's there.
I just don't even.
Guys,
Fuck
I'm just
with
gonna say
it.
this. Sean the other
You
day
really suck
said
ass, honestly.
said
I mean,
he can
it's-
do it.
yeah.
He's just his
Yeah.
biggest critic. So what you are hearing right now is Sean, the biggest critic. Hashtag that.
I'm just more concerned with Batman.
Hashtag
issues
make
or-
something to write to rap.
Hashtag make something to write to. Ain't found something to write to. That's why it's something to write to. Matter of fact, the reason I started that YouTube channel where that name came from was because I was looking for something to write to. That's why it's called Sean Something to Write to Lewis. It was full of instrumentals for the longest time. Anyway, just a little piece of history. Back to Lil Wayne.
Back to hip hop.
You know,
Probably the best punchlines I've ever heard in an MC. But
It's just that
he comes with some
it's-
funny shit. But
and it's quick. It
the
hits you out of
only
nowhere.
true MC of all time, the
Redman?
greatest rapper,
Meth Man?
the greatest rapper of
Wu-Tang
all
Clan?
time. If we're not gonna be stereotypical and yell Tupac, if we're not going to go there, I'm gonna go DMX because ain't nobody fucking with the X.
Nas.
No one's fucking with DMX.
Who's fucking with X?
Nas.
Yeah, Nas.
I'm just throw one out there.
Nas is great. Nas is
Eminem.
wonderful.
Oh wait, hold on. We're keeping him in this conversation because
What?
we all know he could kill DMX.
What?
We know
Okay,
that.
if we're doing. Not
Okay,
really.
mind you,
Like
DMX, if you hear this, I am one of your biggest fans. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
We were doing top 5 MCs, man. Let's do this.
Okay.
Did you list
No,
yours?
I didn't go through. I didn't go through it.
All right.
You were number
Um,
3. Kendrick was your last one.
No, Kendrick was 4.
Because then because that will lead into me dissing y'all motherfuckers for not liking good hip hop. Let's go.
I don't like the hip hop. How many conversations we had, Sean, about my hip hop and yours?
Just go.
So
He's an East Coast guy, by the way, guys. That's why he has.
I definitely am an East Coast guy.
I'm definitely an East Coast guy.
But you put
So
Cube.
as you just fucking
Okay, but see,
disregarded
exactly.
me,
But see, that's what I'm saying. I'm an East Coast guy, but Cube is that good,
and so is I mean,
and so is Kendrick.
So
The only West Coast I
Tupac
really like
course
is
Tupac is.
NWA.
yeah.
But
You know?
but I'm just saying,
I mean, I like
I'm
Smokes. We'll get to
with
it.
me being an East
Snoop.
Coast guy. If I were going to put together a top like a starting lineup, to be honest with you, I'm about to scrap that last one because my starting lineup would be Biggie, would be
No.
Nas,
Nas, okay. I'll give you Nas.
would be. What the? What do you mean? What do you
Are we
mean?
talking battle rap? Because
Hold
Biggie
on, wait.
is going to get A alive.
I'm not talking battle rap. I'm talking
I'm just saying. He's taking a couple
But
dicks. Hey, we're
Biggie,
not clean.
Nas. He underrated like a motherfucker. No, don't give me
Who's
shit
not?
for it
Who
yet.
is?
Lupe Fiasco. That's my boy.
I
he's
can
good.
respect
He's
the
good.
underrated.
Yeah.
So what was I at? Biggie, Nas, Lupe.
Here's
Let's
nothing but
see.
bone to hit you. So that sounds like
Let's see. I forgot who I was gonna.
Kendrick, Cole.
Jason Todd was the best Robin
Cole.
because of how defined he was, and he got beat to death.
Bam. Okay, continue. Sorry,
He may be the best. My
I
favorite is
disagree
still
in that
Damien.
highly too.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just throw
Because
that
he was smart enough to realize that he could be.
You're gonna give me
Oh,
a
So
whole
Jason
topic. You
Todd,
gotta watch
Jason Todd
that.
versus Damien. Who's winning?
We can't.
Sorry, guys. We'll get back to that later in a minute.
Can
But
you hurry
back to your
up?
That's
list.
what I'm saying.
Back to your list.
Because
Cole-
now he's trying to engage me on some other shit that's
Cole
gonna bring up
and Common.
comment. Good
He
job.
fell off, but Common is good.
Fuck
Back in his
that.
heyday, back in his prime,
Get the
Common was the
fuck outta
shit.
here.
Common
List your
was
top 5. Do it quickly,
the
man.
shit.
so we
I mean,
can
anybody
fucking-
who knows me knows Eminem is number 1. I mean, come on.
Tony's
Suck his
really
dick,
white.
You know, so we go on Eminem, you know. Everybody knows again, Ice Cube.
Commercial
Big
match.
West Coast
He's
Ice
gonna
Cube
list
fan.
somebody that I completely disagree with.
Watch.
You know, I'm also going to have to put in there. Shut up.
Oh, no, so confidence. Started.
Come on.
Get that shit out of
Oh
here.
no, Drake's not in my top 5. We're
Thank
talking all-time
God,
top 5.
man,
No,
'cause that's
no.
not hip-hop.
Jake's
I'm
barely
like
in my
number
top
6.
20 when it comes to all
Come
time.
on, drop that. Drop
Redman and Method Man. Can I
Bitch,
put
you're
them
killing
together?
it. Yes.
Is it possible to put them together as 3? Because I don't think there's you know, they're kind of together on this, guys. I mean, here, you know what? I'll be nice. Wu-Tang Clan for number 3. There.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Ghostface
Okay.
Killer's a killer.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Ghostface Killer. That's mine.
You know, I'm going go ahead and take it back to the Regulator days. What is his name? Warren G. Sorry, Warren G. Anybody who actually knows some good hip hop, some good rap, Warren G is on my list. And number 5,
Warren
J. Cole.
G's cool. Guy of all time, he ain't even been around long enough for
Who?
Neighbors.
that. J. Cole.
He when he did Neighbors.
Man,
I mean, you can do
bro,
that because it's your list.
but I'm saying from the time that
Can I go?
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
I
go?
We'll
Go ahead,
talk,
go
hold
ahead,
on. We'll
go
talk
ahead.
about it. Then we'll do Sean and then we'll talk about it.
What
Number
about
one.
me?
You're
You want
last.
me?
You
Fuck me,
last.
right?
You're last.
All right,
Dead
so
last.
look,
Dead
man.
last.
Now, all right, if we're gonna go for poetic shit, for shit that I grew up listening to and relating to, I'm not saying he's the best MC of all time.
But he's in your top 5.
Tupac.
Not even that. He just means a lot to me.
Mhm.
I spent a lot of time listening to his music growing up as a child,
Right.
growing up through my youth, and
Baby child.
still now.
All right.
So we're gonna go with the obvious. Who, guys?
Tupac.
Shakur.
Okay,
Tupac, West
I'm
Coast.
going to go there. But now
Cause I wish I could put Eminem and Tupac as
I'm
number
gonna
1.
fuck y'all up. Second, I'm not even gonna run with that yet. Second, I'm gonna go with X because I relate to a lot of that too.
That's cool. That's cool.
Third,
We'll get on that list. We'll
Third,
get on it.
I'm gonna give it to my main man who never gets the love. If we're talking real hip hop, we're talking real from the Bronx, like hip hop, KRS-One.
Okay.
KRS-One.
Okay.
Underrated. That's the underrated rapper right there.
Whoop. That's the sound of the bully. That's hip hop, man. Number 4.
Maybe that song itself wasn't like hip hop. I'm just saying, like,
If nobody says
like
Busta,
KRS,
I'm-
like,
I'm-
was just that one
Oh,
song.
Buster is nowhere near on my list.
What the fuck?
I can't even list a Buster song.
Busta didn't use his talent until the 2010s.
I disagree highly. I feel like he has good tracks from back, but I
I'm
can't
just
name
saying,
one.
his true
Can
untapped
you name a
talent.
Buster song
No.
outside of that?
Big Bang
shit
Theory
with
for
Chris
one
Brown
CD.
And Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
He just raps fast. That's cool. I like that. Good job,
Let's
Busta.
see.
Good job, Tech 9.
Don't you go there. I swear to God.
Yeah, hell,
You will get a right hook so fucking
Good
fast.
job.
Whoa.
Good job, MGK.
All right, podcast over. Podcast over.
Whoa. Time out. Don't,
Sean finna
don't-
die in his own
yeah,
house.
yeah, Don't. Now,
Good
don't,
job, ICP.
Don't.
Good job.
I don't like ICP.
All of you garbage ass. Because you rap fast, that's cool. I like that. All right.
You rap fast.
But have you not heard? Have you actually heard
Oh my
all
God,
of MGKC songs on his
Thank
CDs?
you. Thank
I've
you.
heard a
Thank
lot.
Black
you.
Flag.
Thank you.
I
was
listened to
hard.
it. I jammed that
Thank
joint for a while.
you.
I
Black
just have
Flag, the
studied
CD
the
was hard.
Look, it's my list.
I know. I'm just
Have you
saying.
heard General Admission?
Hold on,
I've
we'll finish.
got
Let
the
him finish.
podium.
Let him finish.
I've got the podium. Are we on number 4?
Well,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Tupac. Who was my second? DMX.
Yeah.
And then KRS-One.
KRS-One.
KRS, man, you gotta give it to KRS.
Yeah,
See,
we
I'm not
did
even
that.
going to, and he deserves this. I'm not even gonna put Nas on my list because I got other cats that I'm fucking with.
Right.
I love Nas. Don't get me fucked off. But
Are you
I
sucking
don't
my
know
dick
why
right
y'all
now?
ain't listening to this shit. For one, they got an amazing ass singer, and she could rap. Okay.
Who,
And
take
then-
my group Snow the Pole?
No, the Fugees, son. Y'all don't fuck with the Fugees.
Oh, yeah.
Fuji
Fuji
La.
La.
What the fuck? Ready or not?
Lauryn Hill.
Here we come.
You gotta give it to them.
They're ill as fuck.
They ill, but
And
they're
you
not
took
number
Common.
5.
You took Common. Most Def deserves love.
Oh,
on
hell
this,
yeah.
But he's
Most.
not my number 5. Most Def deserves his love
Forget
too.
about
though.
Mos Def.
Gotta get. And the Roots are great too. They're not.
Mhm.
They ain't. You know. But look, they're great.
I mean, on
My number
groups, they up there
5.
number 5.
It's going to have to be.
This muscle right here. This muscle.
I gotta see. I wanna give it to somebody right.
A little
man.
higher, up underneath that.
I don't want to give it to anybody that's just.
You know what? Just right here, if I poke hard enough, I think he would.
You
just-
know, the Woo deserves love too. I love the Woo.
That's what I'm surprised you ain't saying because
That's
I've
what-
heard you talk
I'm
so much
so
about.
shocked.
Oh, because I love the Woo, but
You
they're
know.
not like
I'm shocked.
They're great.
I'm so shocked.
they're great. But for number 5,
Not on this list. You're not gonna put it.
no. I mentioned the A group. Fuji's gonna take the Woo spot for today.
Okay.
Number 5, I'm gonna give it to.
Jeez, you lit. I'm joking.
I will slap the taste out of your mouth.
See, I can't even really hit you with a 5.
I will
man.
slap
That's the
all
hard
32
part.
teeth out of your mouth.
Babe, who's my number 5 for today?
Honestly, you know what? I might have to go with Hobson for you.
I can't even do that. I don't even fuck with him like that. Who's my number 5, honey? Who's somebody I'm...
Big Crit.
Crit's not even been around for that.
Yeah, not as it wouldn't be in his top 5.
I'm using my lifeline right now, guys.
I mean, if I had to go with what I've listened to is Sean.
I'm gonna go
I'm
with-
honestly surprised he hasn't named M.
M's great too, but he ain't on my list right now. I'm gonna go with somebody else that, cause I'm naming cats that have like meant a lot to me, man, in life. Which M has. Don't get me wrong. I'm
He's
gonna go
probably
with
number 6.
somebody from the down south, and I'm gonna go with Zero. Cause he's one
Not
of
too
the
many
greatest
people
to
know
me.
about Zero.
I love bro. So
Not
he
too
got
many
me
people
in
know
your
about
top 5. In my top 5 of today. Now you know this list. I got 20 more for you. 20 more 5 lists.
Right. He's got ones he thinks are better than
Right,
Zero,
that's
the
what I
Fuji,
got,
all that.
I
We
got
know
it.
that. Zero's a good rapper.
I was
And,
a
you know,
hip-hop
Zero, if
head
you ever
once
hear this,
upon
hey,
a
you are
time.
a really good rapper.
I just gotta list some
He's
hip
just gotten
hop.
older, you know. He's not.
His to me nowadays Zero has.
He's just kind of
I'm
mellowed
not
out.
fucking with it. But on some what is it?
Okay.
I don't
okay.
wanna die lonely.
Mhm.
Top 5 worst rappers.
Wait, I still have to do
Hold
my
on.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Let Alex get his in.
Damn.
I already know his list. I feel.
You already
I know
my
some of
list.
his list.
Uh,
I know he's gonna get
All
some.
right, hold a finger up for everyone that you feel that.
I can just say it real quick.
No.
I
Let
mean,
him-
I
let
can
him
say
it.
it just as quick.
Let,
No, just let him do his list.
Let him say it, but just hold a finger up whenever he says one that you feel is on there.
I don't know why I'm being scrutinized like this. I mean, like everybody else got their shit. But yeah, yeah, I'm the fucking white guy.
I'm white,
God
guys.
damn, no, you're not. You're
Go
half
ahead.
black.
Go ahead with your list, bro.
Anyway, I'm gonna give my one to Ice Cube. I think he's gotten a lot of really influential stuff.
If you don't list this motherfucker, man.
I really like my Biggie, of course.
I knew
I
that was
really
on
like that coming up from nothing.
Juicy.
You know what I mean?
That juicy.
Juicy, yeah, definitely.
It was all a dream.
Yeah.
Juicy fruit.
I'm gonna have to give my number 3 spot to Slick Rick.
Didn't know, but you. That's
All
hip-hop.
because of children's story.
Nobody listened to Outkast. What the fuck?
That
Come on,
We're not.
man.
yeah, Outkast is
Okay, but
definitely
if we do
number 4.
groups, but
You
delete
just killed
Outkast,
everybody I
everybody.
listed.
But Slick Rick, yeah, definitely. Children's Story was a very influential song to me.
I had Warren
This
G.
is
y'all.
why-
That's
For
what I listen.
Outkast, I listen to So Fresh, So Clean
Come
probably every
on.
day.
Come on.
Honestly, though, I wouldn't have listed Outkast. I just think that was
Number
as well.
5, I really feel like I'm going to give it to Big Bank Hank from the Sugar Hill Gang.
Don't even. Oh, that's hip hop. Go ahead.
Um,
I thought you would listen.
I'm a
to
huge fucking Wu-Tang Clan
Yeah,
fan,
I know-
but
I
they
know.
weren't even on my list.
Wu Tang. I
Wow.
thought you would list Easy.
Yeah, no, I hate Eazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Old
didn't
Dirty
know that.
Bastard, Method Man,
Yes.
Redman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, dirty.
For all y'all old cats, when I said
Shit
Warren
stains
G, I
in
know
my
y'all
drawer,
were probably like,
motherfucker,
yeah,
you.
I grew up on that Warren G.
You know, I got some friends that'll probably
regulators.
shoot your ass for that comment.
What?
I hate Easy.
Oh, I can't stand that motherfucker.
I
All
wanna-
that shit was written for him.
I
Well,
feel like
that was his
Easy.
writer.
Like,
Y'all aren't gonna like
Easy,
this.
he had talent. Though.
whatever,
I
dude. All he
disagree.
did was
He was
rap
cool.
about
Yeah,
himself.
I
Easy was the do
He
of
would've
those
been.
days.
Yeah. Easy
Definitely.
does it.
But he
Or,
was
like-
different, so back then, that's why it worked for him.
I love cruising down the street though.
Yeah. But whose song was that?
Boys in the Hood.
Dr. Dre, which nobody put when he said MC. That's real MC right
Yeah,
there.
I was really about to say Dr. Dre too. but-
Oh,
Real producer.
yeah, there you go.
Real
He
So,
says,
so when he
What's-
first came out,
what's a verse he spit that just really outside of I Need a Doctor, because I really enjoyed that song to see that. And that
the
reminded me
whole-
of me and my boy
remember-
AR.
forgot
Express
about
yourself
Dre.
NWA.
He did cool
Oh.
on it.
that was him killed that shit though.
He's not an MC, man.
Hold on, and fuck the police. He killed it in that
Fuck the
one.
police.
What?
coming
What
straight
is
from-
Cube killed that.
Thank you.
Well,
Yeah,
Doug
but
killed
police coming
it.
straight
But Dre
from the
still had a
underground.
part.
Yeah,
But still, like
He
you
had a
stole
part.
the
Dre,
show.
express yourself.
but I have
But
a
these
question.
artists
Hey,
that I have
hey,
listed
I have a
are
question.
the leaders.
I have a
man.
question. When you talk about lists, though,
MC
people
Ren,
who
man.
rap
MC
now,
Ren did some fucking
Fuck
badass
anybody,
stuff.
Fuck
anybody
MC
who
Ren.
anybody who really listens to rap when
Fuck
they
you,
say,
Fred.
hey, my
World's
rappers
most
on there,
dangerous
Dr.
gang.
Dre is on multiple
No.
lists.
Dre is great. Don't get me wrong.
As a
No.
producer, though, I
No,
can give it to him
now
as
as a
MC.
producer, yes,
I
but
can
back
give
in
it
the
to him as
day, he knew what his strong point was.
You
That's
know
what I'm
what?
saying. He knew what his strong point was: making beats.
I'ma
and
get in
producing
trouble for
artists.
The only
this.
Dre song that I really know that he did was "Express Yourself."
Not me. I know
NWA.
another-
And that's a song not a lot of people know about either.
Look, what
Like,
I'm
yeah.
gonna give this. Look, check this. I'm gonna get in trouble for this. What Dre deserves is this right here. This is all. This is it. Thanks for Eminem, Dre. That's
Yeah,
it.
1,
I'm
2,
done.
3, yeah.
Yeah,
bitch.
I don't really.
You had a
mean
good
that.
run with NWA.
You did good. Good job finding Eminem. Way to
But
start.
honestly,
your-
Thanks for Kendrick.
way to pay for your career.
So
I mean,
beats are your then?
He made some good beats and shit, but nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
No, that's
There's a reason why everybody forgot about
Ain't
Dre.
nothing but a G thing, baby. But that's Snoop, man.
That's
Snoop
Snoop.
ran that shit.
One,
But that was
2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy
Doggy
Doggy. See,
Doggy,
that's
that's
Snoop
dope.
though.
Hey, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Dre
Bad
deserves
for your health.
respect,
Come
though.
real stuff.
I'm just saying,
Motherfucking
to me,
mom,
Dre
call,
doesn't get enough respect from the people who, especially our generation, when they talk about, who they came up listening to and rap and whatnot, he doesn't get enough respect. I'm not saying like,
You want to know why? Because they didn't come up listening to Dre.
so how big
Nobody-
so I have a
nobody
question.
like disrespect.
How big would Ice Cube be right now? He not have started with Dre and NWA. How big would Eminem be right now if it wasn't for him? How big would Tupac
Well,
be
how
right now?
good would
How
Dre
big would
be
Snoop Dogg be
If he
right
didn't
now?
fuck with Cube and Easy.
I'm just saying, like, how big was some of these art? Like, he's at, but how big would some of these particular artists be if he didn't have an influence. I'm not saying that he was the reason
No,
they
I
came out and did the
agree.
thing. I'm
I
just saying
agree.
that people don't give him, they don't say, oh, he was an influential part
I
in a lot of
said
this stuff.
He deserves credit.
You know,
Mad credit.
Okay.
he make him seem like he ain't shit.
No,
We
that's
all
what I
know.
was trying to do. I was trying to
Yeah.
swing
Right,
dick.
right.
How often are influences ever really made public? Okay, so
I mean,
say,
check this. I got a
Well,
question.
hold on a second.
Go ahead, but I got
Okay.
a question.
do you know who Fishbone is?
Yeah.
You know who Fishbone is? Fuck yeah. Okay. Fishbone, like, not many people know who they are. Everybody knows who Sublime is, right? Yeah,
And even
Fishbone was one of the biggest
But
influences for
but now a lot of
Sublime.
people like Korn too. One of the older bands.
To follow up,
Now,
check
but
me
now I
out.
don't know about them anymore.
To follow up on
Yeah.
you, Alex, influences don't get mentioned, especially right now.
They're the unsung heroes, man.
Do any of you know who the Shadow is?
That name
Talking
sounds
about-
real familiar.
Alec Baldwin?
That's when Bob Kane wrote Batman. That's the influence for the Bat.
Yeah, the Shadows. Alec Baldwin.
The
And,
Shadow and the Phantom. So there you guys go. But nobody knows that shit.
yeah, right. I mean, it's
Except the nerds.
But see, that's what I want to do. You know, because
and it's still all good.
you know, even in my music, when people, if someone asks me, you know, who was the reason behind this, what influenced me were those people like. Oh, wait, I go back to R&B. We'll talk about R&B later, guys. Talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
You know who can't rap?
Soldier Boy,
The guys my wife listens to. I'm just joking.
Kevin Gates. If you're listening to this, I know where this nigga lives.
Whatever. Kevin Gates. Good job. I don't know Neighbors.
Neighbors is my
I
shit.
called you because I was laughing.
Oh, it's that Sing the Chorus.
Selling dope, and I'm selling dope, or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I called
Man.
you because it's so stupid.
I don't know what the hell y'all's talking about. I'm sorry, guys.
Just the influence, just the fact that there's no
Influences
influence.
don't get mentioned.
Yeah, like Dr.
Dre.
Dre is an influence. You know,
You
because
know
I
who
even
doesn't
feel
get
I even
influence?
feel like Eminem's an influence though.
Missy Elliott doesn't get
Oh,
influence.
yeah.
She don't.
Missy Elliott's pretty good.
She don't get no
Huh?
kind of.
Missy Elliott's an
Great.
MC
Uh-huh.
too.
And
Yeah.
people want to say, "Oh yeah, we love Sierra," but without Missy,
Look at J. Cole. One of his biggest hits. That
Has-
nobody's perfect, man.
that's
Yeah,
Missy
Missy
Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Come on.
And the funny part, if you know Missy Elliott, your first reaction was, "Hey, that's Missy."
no,
Yeah, me,
Aaliyah.
I was
Mine.
like, yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, so, that's Missy.
So let's talk
Aaliyah.
Top 5 women artists.
Aaliyah. Top 5 women artists though.
Who's going first? Hold on. Who's going first? We in the top 5.
Man, I'm telling you, my top five
Okay,
is
I
disappointing because why it is almost all current. Almost all current.
That's because you listen to trash.
I don't even know any
Yeah,
artists.
no,
this
no, no,
fucking
no, no,
day
no,
and
no,
age,
no,
'cause
no,
they all
no, no.
suck ass.
Okay, so
yeah, I
okay,
don't
I'll go ahead and
women
give it.
these days.
I'll go ahead and give it a run. Okay, so
Kalani's actually
There's-
good.
I don't even know what that is.
there's Eve,
Oh yeah,
Um,
Missy,
Missy Elliott,
Christina Aguilera.
Queen Latifah.
Wait, are we going black? Like we don't look like black like rap because that was all rap. We can't do all
Yeah.
that. Sorry, I said artist. I just said but we can do
But that's what I was going with was rap since we're on this topic of hip hop.
Just for
But
being an
Eve,
insecure
Missy
man.
Elliott, Queen Latifah,
like you should do
Snow
it.
the Product, Snow the Product, and really to be honest with you,
Soul
like
TLC.
but your left eye. If I'm gonna
Mhm.
if I'm gonna put it if I'm gonna put it down, I mean as far as
MC Light. I mean, she rapped. You know,
MC Light.
she was like the Dr. Dre. She did beats. You know, she did that stuff, but she can rap.
Who's your top 5 female list, Alex?
We'll say artists just so it
Top
broadens
five-
the spectrum a little bit.
Top 5 female list. Are we talking about any genre?
We'll let you do any genre because
Sure.
you know rap's not.
I mean, I haven't listened to new age shit. You know what I mean?
don't
I've been
either.
listening to the same music for like fucking 20 years. It feels like.
Hell yeah.
You know who we forgot?
That's
I want
really
four
fucking
for
hard,
two,
man.
four
Because
for
I
four
like
plus.
not sexist or anything, but I listen to a lot of male vocals or instrumentals, so I don't
I
really
can
know a
dig
lot
that.
of female vocalists.
are we talking about singing? Because I could get
It's
down
not
with
fair
some with
because Alicia Keys is on there.
oh
Baby Adele. Evan is on there. Evan Michelle, guys, look her up.
so check this out.
Adele.
Did you say fuck Adele?
Did you just say fuck Adele?
Fuck Adele.
You can't set fire to the motherfucking rain. It's scientifically
Mind
impossible.
Let's go. We're going female vocalist Taylor Swift for
Fuck
Shake
no.
It Off, motherfucker.
That bitch can't even
Katy
sing.
Perry for Roar.
That bitch can't even sing.
That's my shit.
Well, when she first came out,
Anyway,
her
we've been
voice
on
has
this
changed.
bullshit ass topic for a while, man.
Miley
We're probably about
Cyrus. Nobody perfect.
Miley Cyrus for that wrecking
that
ball.
bitch can't even sing.
Anyway,
Miley Cyrus cannot sing.
Fred, this is your last podcast,
That's
man.
just like your
Check
opinion,
me out.
man.
Fred, this is your last podcast, man. You got anything you want to tell everybody before we leave?
Man, I just wanted to say thank you for bringing the opportunity to me when we first decided that we were going to do this podcast. You came to me and said that you wanted me to be the co-host, and of course, I happily accepted. It's been a short roller coaster, but it's been one hell of one. I want to thank everybody who's come on to the show just to brighten it up, give it a little flavor. Our two other primary co-hosts, Armando, Josh, it's been a pleasure working with you guys. Evan, keep up the good work. Keep the guys in line. And really, guys, just have fun. Keep it. Don't lose sight of that. Continue to have fun. Continue to make great casts. And continue to be yourselves and do what you guys do. And other than that, I guess I'll see you guys hopefully sooner than later. But I definitely will be seeing you guys. I will be back. And when I come back, maybe we can start up on the Fights in 5, which I didn't get to do a effing episode of that, but it's
he's
all
got me
good.
future night one too. We talked about it.
It's all good. Like I said, I'll come back better, come back stronger, come back more educated, and you'll be hearing from me soon. Thank you guys.
So what he's saying is he's dying like Logan and coming back like Weapon X-23.
This has been Living with My Wife, Batman and Hip Hop. I'm Sean, something to write to Lewis.
And for the last time, this is Fred, Mr. Cool.
But did you know? AKA Cyborg, Eternal Jones. Love y'all.
And Alex motherfucking Baker.
I've got plenty of movies to watch.
And I've got
we
plenty of
do.
comments to read.
Hey, Black Panther.
Lucky 13.